There are a lot of people who come to us and tell us that they would really like to pay off their debt or get rid of it completely, but they don't know the best way to do it or where to start. There is no one best way to quickly get out of debt that is guaranteed to work for every single person in every situation. Let's get started with 10 ways to get out of the debt faster. Number 10. Pay more than the minimum. Make it a habit to pay more than the monthly minimum on your credit card balance, overdraft, or line of credit. This will help you avoid incurring interest charges. If you only make the required minimum payment on your credit card each month, it could take you an indefinite amount of time to pay off the balance. This is due to the fact that the vast majority of your minimum payment will be applied toward the payment of interest fees, rather than being applied toward the reduction of the amount that you actually owe, also known as the principal. If you want to pay off your balance as quickly as possible, make as much of an additional payment as you possibly can. Even an additional $50 per month can make a difference. Number 9. Spend less than you plan. Most of us have bigger wishes and wants than what we can afford. You may have heard the old saying, you can have almost anything you want, you just can't afford everything you want. Many people get into debt and stay in debt because they buy what they want when they want. Even people with a lot of money can't buy everything they want. Don't buy something you want unless you have the money to pay for it. If you can be happy with less than you would like, even temporarily, you can use the money you save to pay down your debt. By the time your debt is paid off, you'll probably have gotten used to your new priority. Number 8. Pay off your most expensive debts first. One of the smartest ways to get out of debt is to make minimum payments on all of your debts and credit cards except for one. Pick the debt with the highest interest rate and put all of your extra payments toward paying that one off first. Once you've paid off your first, most expensive debt, put all the money you were paying on it toward your next, most expensive debt. Follow this plan as you pay off each debt, and you'll be left with the one that cost you the least to pay off. This plan will help you get out of debt quickly, and as you make progress, you will feel good about yourself. Number 7. Buy a quality used car rather than a new one. In the first 4 years you own a new $28,000 car, it will lose about $17,000 of its value. You could throw a $100 bill out the car window once a week and get the same result. The lesson here is that you can save a lot of money by buying a good used car instead of a brand new one. You can get out of debt much faster if you save money. Consumer Reports has always said that if you buy a new car, you should choose one that is reliable and gets good gas mileage, and then you should keep it for 15 years. This will make your money go the farthest and keep you out of debt, since you will have plenty of time to save up for another new car. Number 6. Consider becoming a one-car household. If your family has 2 cars, you might want to get rid of one and walk, take the bus, or carpool to work. If you only have one car, you can save thousands of dollars every year. The average person who owns and runs a car spends more than $9,000 a year on it. If you pay down your debt with this money, it will make a huge difference. But before you go cold turkey and sell your second car right away, give this idea a test drive. Even if you take the occasional taxi or rent a car if you decide to sell your second car, it won't cost nearly as much as it would to keep it. If there is any chance that public transportation could work for you, this option alone is often 80% cheaper than owning and running a vehicle. Number 5. Save on groceries. To save money so you can pay off your debts faster, stock up on groceries when they are on sale, or go one step further and stockpile when they are on sale. Then skip one grocery shop every month and live off the food you stocked up. You can store food that won't go bad, like canned goods, cereal, and bread and meat that can be frozen. You can save up to 25% on your annual grocery bill if you stock up on food when it's on sale, and then skip one shopping trip each month. This could save a family of 4 between $2,300 and $2,900 a year. If you put these kinds of savings toward your debts, you will end up ahead in the long run. Number 4. Get a part-time job. Many people pay off their debt by getting a second job or consistently picking up an extra shift or two. This plan to get out of debt doesn't work for everyone, but if you can make it work, you could be out of debt in a few short years. For this to work, you have to put all of your extra money toward paying off your debts. The extra shifts or hours don't have to last forever either. Once you've paid off your debts, you can think about cutting back again. You could also think about making some extra money to pay off your debt by using a hobby or skill you already have. For example, if you are a good writer, you might want to think about writing freelance articles for blogs, newspapers, media outlets, or a freelance website. If you're good at making things, you could sell them on Etsy. If you're a handyman, see if you can find some extra work. You might even be able to find websites that can help you find people who need your skills. Number 3. Track your spending. Some people can save almost as much money by doing this as they would by working a part-time job. If you don't try this, you won't know how much you can save. Over the course of a month, keep track of what you really spend, not what you think you should spend. This exercise won't work if you aren't honest with yourself, but most people are surprised by what they find out about how much they spend. Once you know how you usually spend money, you should be able to see where you can save. Use the money you find to pay off your bills. Number 2. Get a consolidation loan. See if your bank or credit union can help you consolidate all of your consumer debts into one loan with one payment at a lower interest rate. This can be a helpful first step in getting your debt paid off. People who are in debt don't usually think about savings first. But if you don't have any, you'll probably have to use your credit cards again halfway through your loan, which will put you in even more debt. You might end up in the same place you were before or even worse off. When a US bank looked back at all the debt consolidation loans it had given out over a number of years, it found that over 70% of the people who had taken out debt consolidation loans from it were no better off financially after paying off their personal loans. This happened because these people didn't fix the real problem, which was that they spent more money than they made. Number 1. Refinance your mortgage. If you own your own home, you may have enough equity to put all of your debts into your mortgage. If you don't have much equity in your home, you may have to pay a lot for extra mortgage insurance. Make sure you think about all of your options and get advice from someone other than your lender who has a vested interest in getting you to choose this option. If you can't get the money from a regular bank or credit union, don't run off to the first home equity finance company that will give you the money. Instead, talk to a certified credit counselor who works for a nonprofit. You might not know it, but you might have better options than refinancing your home. They can help you figure out the best way to move forward and reach your financial goals by looking at all your options and coming up with a plan. The sooner you start dealing with your debt, the sooner you'll have it paid off. The next few years will pass whether you pay it off or not, so start by trying at least one or two of these strategies. You've really got nothing to lose.